Nos dias 14, 15 e 16 de julho de 2014, aconteceu em Fortaleza a sexta cúpula dos chefes de Estado dos BRICS. Nessa oportunidade foi adotada a Declaração e o Plano de Ação de Fortaleza e, mais importante, foi criado o novo Banco de Desenvolvimento dos BRICS. Num outro lugar, distante do centro de convenções onde aconteceu a cúpula, aconteceram também os diálogos das sociedades civis sobre desenvolvimento. Chamados pelas organizações brasileiras, esses diálogos contaram com a participação de pessoas do mundo inteiro. Como parte do projeto Poderes Emergentes, Sexualidade e Direitos Humanos, o Observatório de Sexualidade Política documentou os diálogos e entrevistou ativistas, pesquisadores e pesquisadoras sobre a sua visão do fenômeno dos BRICS. E, mais importante, exploramos como as questões de gênero, sexualidade e direitos humanos se situam nesses debates. Em parceria com a Fábrica de Imagens, produzimos 8 vídeos que agora apresentamos a vocês com muito prazer.
I came to Fortaleza based on 2 issues. The one is that South Africa is a member of the BRICS. Hence, the discussions that take place at this level include my very own country, and I think it's important for me to get a better understanding of what the issues are. Now, there's a second part to it that we became aware of, I think, in 2013 or the year before, when there were discussions around the launching of a development bank or the establishment of a development bank. So I felt that it was important to also come here to get a better understanding of what other civil society organizations are saying around BRICS, and more importantly, the bank, and how they feel that the bank, the establishment of the bank, would affect them and their communities.
Is it civil society in South Africa mobilizing already around the BRICS discussion, or is still something that is just beginning?
There are already organizations that are working on the issue, and there are those that are still still coming to grips with what BRICS is and how BRICS affects them as organizations, but also the constituencies to which they account. So I'd say there's bits that are there that have progressed, that are engaging. Some of them are here, and there's those who are still quite removed from the issue. I would say there's a lot that I've taken from the meetings. The one is I'd attended the Women's Forum, and I was very interested in that very forum and the discussions that took place. It was quite interesting to actually note that women all around the world are facing similar challenges. And I think for me as a woman, that really did interest me to actually say that we don't seem to be the only ones in South Africa, or the only women in South Africa facing challenges around violence, challenges around inequality and poverty, and so forth. So that for me was a gain, but to also see women deliberate on how to take these issues forward, and seeing this formation, or maybe it's an informal establishment of some sort of network, around taking up women's issues forward. I thought that for me was very important. The second part to it that I really gained from these discussions were the various parallel discussions run by various civil society organizations such as Heinrich Ball, where we got to learn more around development finance. We got to know how, in actual fact, the establishment of a bank like the BRICS Bank is likely to affect me and you. I think we also had the advantage of getting the latest around decisions made or the outcome of the meeting with member states. So there's a lot really that one has gained from this process, and to also just generally get an understanding of where various civil society organizations stand with regards to the issue. I think the first message is to say this bank is called the New Development Bank. And the logo, as we were told by the ambassador yesterday, was a new type of development. And I do believe that at the center of development has to be the upliftment of people. People have to be at the center of development. Hence, it's important to integrate human rights into that very issue. I definitely think that it's important to engage communities as stakeholders. Hopefully, they see communities as stakeholders. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the very projects that the bank is looking at financing, your infrastructure development and sustainable development, however way they define it, is going to affect communities. So it's important to engage the very communities around the various investments that are potential investments that are likely to be made within that very area, but to also get an understanding from those communities as to what development means for them. I would want to say that this was a very interesting experience for me, and I think many other civil society organizations. This was the first platform where I've engaged civil society organizations on BRICS, civil society organizations from various parts of the world. You've got those from Mozambique, you've got those from China, all over. And it was interesting how we all could get together and to talk about some of these challenges. And we learned so much from this very process. And I really think that this does need to continue.
Thank you so much.